Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for DeJounte Murray.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Olajuwon is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Fox in at the 1. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out the gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
No hesitation. Johnson making that deep 3 look easy.
Murray with it. Pass to Alexander-Walker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Murray against Fox. Murray, good.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Wembanyama finds Johnson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Houston now. Here's Dosunmu. Tries again. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Wembanyama. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Here's Castle. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Olajuwon on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now here's Williams. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Olajuwon, and the rejection by Wembanyama. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Wembanyama. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And let's now take a look at the NBA Cup standings as the group stage winds down.
And it gives us a pretty good idea of who we're going to see in the knockout phase. It's been a terrific competition so far. And I think it's only going to get better when we get into that single elimination scenario.
Now, here's Fox. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers. He gets that one.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Here's Murray after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Williams. Castle covering. A baseline J. The shot by Williams, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Williams. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
For Houston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here is Olajuwon, covered by Johnson. Olajuwon, the pass to Dosunmu.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Castle. Last time 14 points for him. Here's Fox. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Houston. Alexander Walker finds Olajuwon. Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Now, here's Fox. Scoreless thus far. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Murray outside. Williams sets a screen for Murray. Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. On the wing, Fox. Defended by Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Fox passes to Vassell. Yep, that one goes. Vassell's got his second bucket tonight.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Pass to Dosunmu. From the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Murray. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. The wide open look here for Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Fox has got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Olajuwon. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The Spurs with the lead. Fox looking it over. Wembanyama, a screen on Murray. Fox, no good. Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Olajuwon dishes to Murray. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got his second basket.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Back to Fox. Here's Castle, defended by Alexander Walker. Pulls it up. Castle misses. Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Pass to Wembanyama. A fadeaway. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Murray. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Williams. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And stolen by Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. Outside, Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Johnson's shot is off. Houston in the lead. On the wing, Murray. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now, here's Vassell. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for San Antonio.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers. And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Fox against Murray. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Misses from close range.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And here is Murray. He has 5. Rejection by Wembanyama.
And on the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
Pass to Castle. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Last game for the Spurs, they pick up the W against the Trailblazers in Portland. Alexander Walker finds Murray. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such poise under pressure. Murray doesn't get rattled very easily.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Johnson. Crowder comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Rebound by Marshall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. Shot and game clock separated by 5 from downtown and out of bounds. As San Antonio gains possession.
Substitution of court.
11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Fox. San Antonio again missing. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
So on the floor for Houston, we got Najee Marshall. Luke Cornett is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Brett VanVleet, and it's Hawkins, and it's the shooting guard position. Shot by Crowder, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now VanVleet following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Here's Hawkins. Hits it from three-point range. Hawkins has got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Crowder. Still scoreless. Sohan with the ball. Here's Holmes. Buries it down low.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
VanVleet against Fox. Pass to Hawkins. Here's the three. San Antonio with the rebound. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
In the open, few better than Fox. A great finisher with tremendous speed.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Houston making some changes. Dosunmu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Houston. Williams, a screen on Fox. And the rejection by Holmes. Fox passes to Sohan. GA, you hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. They look like a 5-2 player in baseball.
He got the big one to tie it up, but really wanted to put them in front.
Shot's good by Williams.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Crowder. Back to Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 10 points.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Now here's VanVleet. Hasn't made one yet. Houston needs to get a shot off. And Williams is right there.
Yeah, I didn't make this court. This is the NBA Cup court. But the jerseys for Team Dream I did make, of course.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
San Antonio making the switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Castle, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Fred VanVleet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, at playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
Houston making some changes. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Luke Cornett. Olajuwon comes in for Mark Williams. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Murray. He's got 8. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Crowder the pass to Fox. Robinson pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Murray, good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
You got a feel for the defender. Wemby is a nightmare matchup.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Victor Wembanyama. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. On the wing, Dosunmu. Crowder against Olajuwon. It's over Crowder, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Castle's checked in for Crowder.
Your Spurs, number 5.
Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Fox. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen ball. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Houston leading by 3. A crossover. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Fox. The kick out to Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. The game now all time. Harper's got his first 3 points of the game.
A solid three-point shooter. Harper's looking to upgrade that part of his game.
Robinson a screen on Fox. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's Zohan, top of the key. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Number 24.
Here's Fox. He's got 10. Clock at 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
For San Antonio, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And stolen by Vassell. 3 on 3. Here's Castle, defended by Alexander Walker.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Murray. He's right around 17 points a night, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Houston, Mark Williams is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. And Hawkins subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Houston. Johnson sends the screen for Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Outside, Fox. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. That's 12 points for De'Aaron Fox.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
Murray against Fox. Murray, no. Good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10, and the basket by Olajuwon.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Mark Williams. The Spurs making a switch here. Harper's checked in. He's got his 4th free throw of the game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James. Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Pass to Hawkins. This one for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Hawkins has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Houston. Now Castle. Nothing on the board. Wembanyama left side. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Murray. Pass to Olajuwon. And here's Hawkins. No good from outside. Harper in the corner. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
We're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
Murray against Castle. Williams kicks to Murray. Back to Williams. Houston moving it around. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Marshall.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hawkins passes to Murray. It's Hawkins on the wing. Inside. A nice shot by Olajuwon. And now a 4-point Houston lead.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Vassell outside. Johnson outside. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Outside for Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen
for him.
Here's Marshall. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Murray. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Castle against Murray. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Olajuwon's shot is good.
Man, they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Castle. To stop the run, Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here is Harper, following the 3 by Houston that way. Back to Castle. Over Murray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Olajuwon. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's Houston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just kidding.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
Well, Ernie was kidding.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the San Antonio Spurs.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Man, Kenny, your optimism is infectious. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Houston leading by 13. Fox and Castle are their guards. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Murray, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And for Houston, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Fox inside the line. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got 11 rebounds in the game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. Dosunmu, the pass to Robinson. That one good for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Vassell. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Guys, back over to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Houston moving it around. Alexander Walker misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The Spurs have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
We've already run out of ways to describe Wembanyama. Alien, freak, superstar, probably not anything from this world. Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw good, Murray. Both good from the line that time.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 12. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Off target with his 3.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made 1 shot yet. I feel for him.
Dosunmu, the pass to Olajuwon. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or 2.
Tell you, Team Dream is hitting their stride right now in the season. They struggled in the early part of the season when Olajuwon was hurt, but right now the team chemistry is looking good.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here. The last 10 or so games, he has been
long way to go in the season, though.
6th in rebounding, 6th in blocks, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Fox passes to Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Fox, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Olajuwon. 19 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Johnson up top. He's defended by Olajuwon. It's good. Johnson's got 7.
Look at Johnson's effort level inside, just absolutely ferocious.
Down low. Here's Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Wasted no time on that one. 9 points for Johnson.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
Pass to Olajuwon. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
And really really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other.
Now, I don't know why they're taking Wembanyama off Olajuwon, but they're not. It's not working. They're double teaming every time. When you start doing that, it's almost impossible to stop them.
For Houston.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in the corner. And a clear foul there as he shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted
the previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It's the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Castle covering. The game. Houston moving it around to the paint. Here's Olajuwon. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 20. Here's Johnson. That one no good. Good D by Olajuwon. Into the lane. Here's Alexander Walker. On the wing, Dosunmu. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Shoots over Fox. Murray, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Murray up on top. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. For 3, Vassell. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
And he uses the glass on the lane. 6 points for Robinson.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Here's Sohan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A 3 from Wembanyama. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now here is Olajuwon. 23 points in the game. Over Sohan. Olajuwon, no good. Spurs trail by 18. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got assist number 8 now on the night. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Picked by Olajuwon. It's Hawkins on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Castle. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 5. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Dosunmu. And the rejection by Wembanyama. From past the arc. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Dosunmu. A putback. Another shot. And Olajuwon finishes inside. Olajuwon's got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Spurs. Dosunmu finds Olajuwon. Castle with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Wembanyama down low. Robinson on him. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon kicks to Van Vliet. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Fox. From outside, off the mark.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
That's what they want Van Vliet to be. The floor general, creating for all of these talented young players.
Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Jay Crowder comes in for Castle. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. To the middle, here's McLaughlin. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Houston leading by 11. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Hawkins. Launches a 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night. Harper the pass to Sohan. Outside Crowder. Good on the bucket.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Houston, Robinson is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Van Vliet in the point guard. Houston leading by 12. Now Hawkins. Over in the corner, Marshall. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the screen. Now Cornette, guarded by Holmes. Spurs shooting about 42% so far. Three-pointer, Crowder. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Cornette. And here's Hawkins. He's guarded by Harper. Hawkins passes to Van Vliet. Shoots over Harper. Van Vliet on the wing. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Zohan missing. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Marshall. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Houston.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Harper, pass to Holmes. Shoots over Cornette. Holmes, good. Houston leading by 13. Van Vliet looking around. Here is Hawkins. Five on the clock. Over Harper. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Hawkins has got 19 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big. He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Van Vliet against Fox. Here's Cornette. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And Houston leads by 15.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And then for Houston, Olajuwon's checked in for Luke Cornette. Alexander Walker comes in for Hawkins. And Murray subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And it's good for two.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
The question is, how do you stop Wemby when he gets the ball in that spot? So far, there hasn't been an answer.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Now, here is Robinson. Fox with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. In the corner, Zohan with it. Olajuwon with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Now here's Murray. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. Tries the spin move. Over Sohan. Olajuwon, no luck. Spurs trail by 15. To the paint. A nice shot by Sohan.
Solid work inside from Sohan. His offense continues to develop at an impressive rate.
Murray, the pass to Alexander Walker. Olajuwon outside. Back to Murray. Shoots over Fox. Good. He hits the jump shot. Murray's got 19 points.
And Murray looking comfortable in this offense, including understanding when to look for his.
Sohan inside. Guarded by Robinson. A nice shot by Sohan.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Fox against Murray. Pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. And the Spurs with some changes. Vassell, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Spurs trail by 16. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Olajuwon. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Robinson finds Murray. Houston moving it around. Here's Olajuwon. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Castle, no one around him. Misses the jumper. And here's Marshall to bring it up for Houston. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Murray. Olajuwon outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Marshall. Olajuwon outside. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
4th personal foul.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Houston, Mark Williams is checked in for Robinson. Hawkins comes in for Marshall. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Spurs trail by 15. And here is Fox. Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Back to Vassell. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Now, here's Olajuwon. That's good from Williams on the assist by Murray.
Assistant.
Murray's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Johnson outside. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. Olajuwon with the block. He gets it in there. And so here is Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Olajuwon on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Olajuwon passes to Williams. Good defense by Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Offline with his 3.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Fox against VanVleet. Pass to Hawkins. Olajuwon left side. 4 on the shot clock. Count that one. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, his court vision has come a long way since entering into the league. Murray is now a skilled facilitator.
Fox against Murray. Now here's Vassell. 3-pointer, Fox. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. From 10 feet away. Outside Van Vliet. Hawkins against Vassell. Williams a screen on Vassell. Another chance here. Rebounded by Vassell. Spurs trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He drills the 3.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
Johnson's gone 6 of 13 here. That's 46% field goal percentage. Now Murray. They set the screen. Vassell against Hawkins. He's off from 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now Castle. The long shot, no good. Here's Murray up on top. Castle covering. Now Van Vliet from outside. Rebounded by Vassell.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful. Uh-oh, Johnson with a little extra sauce. Okay.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now Van Vliet. Olajuwon inside. Johnson's there. And stolen by Castle.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Houston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Hakeem Olajuwon.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fred Van Vliet. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.
As you can see, guys, the Dream now pulling away from the other teams now. Remember, that series they just had with Team Dr. J, those 3 games in a row, really changed it. I told you guys, whoever won that series was probably going to take the outright position for that number 3 spot, and we're seeing it here as the Jays are now falling 2.5 games behind that spot. And as we coming towards the end of December here, it's going to be hard to make up that, especially now they don't have the tiebreaker. So it's going to be tough. The Jays and the Mambas are pretty much finding themselves looking up at the other 3 teams up there. So Team Dream were down there with them just a moment ago, but they've separated themselves. So they're right now trying to chase Team Diesel and Showtime for that number 1 spot. That right now Team Diesel and Showtime are basically fighting for that spot amongst themselves. But Team Dream could climb back into it if one of those 2 teams falter. So it's going to be tough. Because remember, for you to catch those 2 teams at the top, they have to lose 3 games while you're winning those 3 games to make up that spread. 3.5 games doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a ton. Because teams like that don't have 3-game losing streaks. So it's going to be really tough to catch those 2 teams up the top. But as we see down there at the bottom, the Jays and the Mambas are sitting there at the 5 and the 6 spot, I believe. The 5 and the 4 spot, excuse me. And what's important about that is that those 2 teams, if the playoffs started today, they would play each other in the first round. And the Mambas wouldn't have home court at any round. So it would be a tough playoff series, even if you won it. And then the next round, you're facing another legend team in the second round on the road, no matter who you are in that situation. So the Mambas and the Jays are in a terrible position right now because they have a chance to not even make the 3rd seed and potentially be caught by the Warriors or the Clippers and fall even lower. So it's pretty hairy for the Mambas and the Jays right now. But the Dream, they're doing great, man. They considering that Olajuwon was hurt in the first part of the season. Take a look here. Olajuwon was hurt. Olajuwon got hurt in the second game of the season. He basically played this entire time hurt. Up until around here is when he got healthy. Around here. And that's when that's where they're at now. So with this 3-game series here is what really and this signature win here against, even though it's not a conference game, but when they beat Team Chamberlain, that really put them over when they beat Team Chamberlain. A couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, they beat Team Chamberlain. Hakeem came in there. They put a good game on there. They kept them down. So, yep. Let's go ahead and move on with this. Let's go ahead and take a look. I think the Mamas are up next. Nope, actually, it's the Bad Boys. Bad Boys are taking on the Chicago Bulls next, and then it'll be the Mambas. It'll be Kobe and Chamberlain facing together for the first time. In a big game for Team Mamba. They need this game, as does Team Chamberlain, because they want to hold their position for the number 1 spot in the Eastern Conference. And we'll take a look at that here shortly. Let's get this set up here. All right. Bad Boys coming up next. Take a look here at the Eastern Conference. That game coming up now is going to be big because if Team Chamberlain does not win against Kobe, they would falter down by a game. And then if the Bad Boys can win tonight against Chicago, they'll sprout up and catch them and potentially, for the first time in a long time, take back the number 1 position that they once had from Team Chamberlain. But the Eastern Conference is so gridlock. As you can see, all the way down to Team Larry Bird, you're basically within 2 games of each other. So anything could happen. Even Team Kareem is still in this to a certain degree, even though they had a bad loss against Minnesota last night. Let's take a look here at Team Kareem right here. Team Kareem had a bad loss last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves and a shocker on the road. Julius Randle came in there and gave him 39 points. They couldn't stop him. But what's more is Team Kareem goes right back home, back to back. They've got to play Shaquille O'Neal tomorrow night. So that's going to get it. Then they got Giannis Antetokounmpo in the Knicks. Then they got to play Jordan next week. So Team Kareem is up against it. But I don't see Team Kareem falling any further than what they are. The problem is they won't be able to move up because once they get, they're already up. They're already a game and a half behind Team Larry Bird, the hottest team in the NBA, who's won 14 games in a row, and they came Like, there was a point where Team Kareem was 2 spots ahead of them, and then Team Bird's taking their spot. Now Team Bird's right up there with a lead, and they're going to lose the game anytime soon. So if Team Kareem can't figure their stuff out, they're going to be stuck at that 5th position with no home court advantage and having to play a legend team in the first round of the playoffs. I don't think they'll fall any further next. The Knicks they're basically 5 games, six games in front of them, so they won't fall any further than that, I don't believe. But yeah, Bad Boys is a big game for them because they can get this game. They'll go ahead and put pressure on Team Chamberlain and keep in front of Team Jordan, because remember, Team Jordan has a tiebreaker over the Bad Boys, having beaten them twice already. They have one more game to play in the season, but it really doesn't mean anything because Team Jordan has already beaten them twice, so the Bad Boys can't even that back up with them. So they have to keep winning their games to stay in front of Team Jordan for that number 2 spot and keep the pressure on Team Larry Bird, because the Bad Boys have beaten Team Larry Bird, so they have a breaker over them, but they have one more game to be played. So a lot to be decided here as we continue with the season. Let's go ahead and get this next game set up here for you guys. This next matchup is the Bulls will be coming to Chicago to play the Bad Boys, followed by the Mambas taking on Team Chamberlain in the marquee matchup. Then it'll be the Jazz taking on Team Larry Bird. That should be, man, they're gonna win that game easy. Then it'll be Team Diesel and Team Kareem facing each other for the first time, followed by Team Jordan going on the road to play the Atlanta Hawks. So let's go ahead and get this one set up here for you guys. And I will see you guys for that stream coming up here shortly. Thanks for watching. Please give these videos a like if you're enjoying the content. I greatly appreciate it. And leave comments and discussions about basketball so we can have a discussion about what you think would happen in these scenarios. And if you missed any of the games, you can find any of the games on the playlist on my channel under the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown playlist, with rules and regulations all dictated there to explain how this season works in the description area. I try to leave storylines on every video to keep you guys up to date what goes on game to game. And with that little salute out of the way, I will see you guys for the Chicago Bulls taking on the Chicago Bad Boys, led by 1985 Isaiah Thomas, here on Rexton Strong Style Sports. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.